Oh, damn, I like that one.
Woo! Good Lord, it's been like 5 years.
It's more like 10. Imagine.
Damn, and the show's only existed for 2.5. Welcome back, motherfuckers. Oh, one and old. Yo, one and old?
One and old, I like that one.
Young and old.
We're obviously off to a great start this season. For those who don't know, we are the Jalapeno Brothers. My name is Joel. This is
Cee Nario up in the
Nario. This is Good Liquor Cheap Beer. We're back.
GLCB.
We went on a hiatus. We went on a hiatus. Imagine, it's all weird.
I got tendonitis.
Yeah, got tendonitis and arthritis. After Jackinitis.
I got the
Imagine, it's all weird. Makes no sense.
I got the itis. Motherfucker, first of all, we gotta get back to originally. First, hey, anybody that can find a second season, you get a golden nugget. I don't know what the golden nugget is.
I don't even know if we told them this is the third season yet. They're just supposed to know that.
Well, this is season 3, episode 1. Welcome back once again to Good Liquor Cheap Beer. And as Joel was saying, we are the Jalapeno Brothers. And I don't know why I had to repeat all that shit again.
Back up in this motherfucker.
Just in case.
That's right.
I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say after that. But we are listening to some tunes, drinking some drink, because that's what I was gonna get to actually. Joel, what the fuck is you drinking?
I'm drinking something that I should not be drinking.
Damn.
I'm drinking ecstasy, imagine. I didn't even
liquid
drink
version,
ecstasy.
and I sold him that shit.
Nah, man, if anybody even knows what we used to do on the other shows, we used to say what we would drink, and now I don't want to say it because I'm back to hating it because they still haven't paid us. That is the ongoing joke,
they pay
and
me.
it never dies. Just like...
Damn. Hey, you ever left your mama's floor messy with a sticky ass shit? Nah, no. But anyway, we're drinking out some Four Loko right here, and I hate it because it's full of high fructose corn syrup and a bunch of other diseases.
I was just thinking about it.
All up in
It's
your
like
ass.
the worst thing you could drink ever.
Yeah, big time. Actually, the worst thing you could ever drink is diet soda because that shit got aspartame or some shit and caffeine, which makes your brain cells fizzle. And I'd rather, yeah, swear to God, I would actually rather get some thug fizzle. Oh wow, that's horrible. But I'd rather get the fucking ecstasy to fucking make my brain pills pop.
Wait, what's
fucking
that? Is that a Snoop Dogg drink?
I don't know. Nah, I'm just fucking talking shit.
I was actually sold on it. I'm like, that sounds pretty appetizing.
Televizzle. Nah, remember he had that show?
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, seriously, that shit kills.
Actually.
Yeah, what shit was
Don
that?
Kennedy was on that. We played with them. You know, no big deal. Imagine. It's all good.
No big deal.
Get off my back. It's college.
Hashtag
Imagine,
Bronco Fusion.
That's right.
Shout out Cal Poly Pomona. It's been a couple months, but we rock that motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? So basically, long story short, just like what we started, we're back again. If nobody knows anything about us, we talk about sports, we talk about bullshit, and we
about
drink,
drinking,
and we just get pretty messed up. And by the end of the show, we're super belligerent. We don't know what we're saying.
And it's okay because only 5% of listeners make it to the very last second of the show.
It's been fucking documented.
But it's okay.
That's super hilarious.
If you downloaded this shit, motherfucking pound to you and kudos to you.
Hell yeah.
That's all I gotta say, motherfucker.
You know what? I'm gonna get into it real quick. Let's start talking about some motherfucking sports.
What?
And the thing that's going on right now is the NBA playoffs.
What?
You know, we're back in the NBA playoffs.
What?
And it's horrible. And this was supposed to be later, but I have to say it because I'm such a fucking homer. And I'm so sad that the Lakers are not in the fucking playoffs anymore. That's like super fucked up, dude. I hate it. And if I want to go on that tangent, I will. But okay, I'll get back to that.
NBA playoffs is up in the motherfucking
right.
house, and that shit is exciting because it's conference finals week, motherfucker.
Fucking Grizzlies, man.
Damn, and LeBron's hairline got pissed because he's fucking trying to talk shit now about we ain't just any other team or some shit. Y'all heard what Frank Vogel said. LeBron tried to flip over Frank Vogel's words, which is the coach of the Pacers for all the non-NBA fans. But pretty much, man, he's like, who the fuck are you talking to right now?
You're not an NBA fan, you have no business listening, so just turn it off right now.
Pretty much you're gonna be bored as fuck for like the next fucking 30 minutes because that's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, NBA playoffs. Frank Vogel, the coach of the Pacers, was talking about, they were doing the press conference, I guess, at the end of the last series. And he was saying how the Heat, they were asking him something about the Heat, and they was just like, oh, well, it's just the next team in our way. That's what he said, right? Which you could be like, well, what the fuck is wrong with that? Because Dick, if you're like a team and you're trying to fucking win a title, like, wouldn't you just believe that? Yeah, they're in our way, or else what the fuck you playing for?
Exactly.
But LeBron,
if you don't think you could win, why the hell are you even playing?
Yeah, you know, the fucking hair plugs that they put in LeBron's head, like, I don't know if they fucking infecting his brain or something, but infecting his hearing. But I guess he said that Frank Vogel said that your mama said, he said that Frank Vogel said that they're just any other team. And so he took offense to that shit and he was all on the radio.
You know what? I don't know if it's like the drink in my system, but I did not understand anything he just said.
So LeBron was on the radio today.
LeBron was on
the radio talking about we are not just any other team.
Himself.
So the Heat. Because I guess he misinterpreted what Frank Vogel said. Frank Vogel said that they're the next team in our way. He said we're not just any other team.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I don't see anybody beating the Heat.
Nobody.
I mean, eventually. Like, they'll lose a game, like, but...
I mean, are you saying that now that we're in the conference finals? Or are you saying
I don't think anybody can beat them 4 out of 7. Awesome. That just, like, capped it off. They were, like, about to turn it off, and now that sealed it.
Got them.
Now we go. The reverse of what I said. Like, that was, like, the last straw. It's like, I can't take this, like, retardedness.
It's like, motherfucker just burped on the air. Turn that shit up.
Like that one. No, but I'm saying I don't see anybody beating the Heat. LeBron is just like in his fucking prime right now, dude. He's gonna rack up championships, and if they do lose to the Pacers, which that's like so crazy to me. I don't think that would ever happen. That would be like the biggest upset ever.
Man.
Like I just don't see that happening. And I love the Pacers. I love the way they play. I love how David West plays. I love how Hibbert plays. I love George Hill. They helped me win a fantasy championship, and I'm carrying that belt around.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
No, real shit for everybody that thinks he's fucking around right now. This motherfucker's carrying a replica WWE belt, like all over the fucking studio right now.
Right there, like that one.
Clicking that 24.5% carat gold on that shit.
I'm holding it up in the air, and if you want to see it, you can go to my Instagram. I post once every 2 months.
Motherfucker acting like Rocky Maivia on this shit.
I'm carrying the belt everywhere. No, I'm not even lying. I go to places and I'm like, is my belt there? Imagine. You want to see my belt?
So this fool's gonna go gloat for another 5 minutes on his fantasy victory and shit.
And everybody's like, now that is the last straw. If the other one was not the last straw.
I don't know why they're static because it's not fucking TV. But anyway, I don't see nobody. You think that this shit would be a huge upset? The Pacers,
if they beat them,
a huge upset.
Yeah.
At this state in the game right now, that Dwayne Wade's hurt, even though fucking all of a sudden he came and like had a stupendous
he still
performance.
played good. That's the thing.
At the end of the game, because the whole rest of the game he was sucking it up. He closed them out though. He fucking did some floaters and on some fucking crazy Dwayne Wade shit.
This is pretty weak, man. Like,
it is pretty weak, but that's the thing though. This is their first test. This is going to be their first real test.
First test is in the conference finals.
That is horrible. So they've had an easy road. They've had an easy road, but I think the Pacers are tough enough to actually
Bulls without Derrick Rose, which is like a whole nother fucking.
See, that's crazy that they even won a game. You know what I mean?
I thought they'd win too. I don't know.
Wow, that's crazy.
They're tough, man. Like Noah's a fucking beast. For me, also helped me win a fantasy championship.
Hey, didn't Durant and OKC only win one game?
Yeah, they only did win one game. To the fucking dude, the Grizzlies,
because I still thought that they would at least take it to 6 or 7 and win or something maybe. But damn, Grizzlies and fucking.
Oh yeah, it was totally possible.
Their post game is.
This is what I was telling Byron. Byron's our friend. He's like one of the only true diehard Clipper fans. Like he's an actual.
Shout out Byron. That fool was a dope musician.
Yeah, dude. Like
drummer.
I was telling him that sucks that the Clippers didn't beat the Grizzlies because they would have.
Shout out to the only Clipper fan that actually fucking know in life.
They would have beat OKC, dude. They would have beat OKC. They would have been
Clippers.
Yeah.
See that? Okay.
If they could have beat the Grizzlies, but they didn't beat the Grizzlies.
Real quick, tell me. I obviously know who your pick was to fucking win the championship and shit from the beginning. But who was your matchup for the championship? Well, you're saying that you don't see nobody beating the Heat. So that's obviously
that's who I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Win.
So who did you think the NBA Finals was gonna be?
I thought
from the beginning of the season.
I thought it was OKC and the Heat.
And then once the playoffs started and Russ got hurt, what did you think?
Dude, I thought the Clippers could make the finals.
Damn, that's crazy.
I didn't think they would. I still thought OKC could make it past.
I thought Chris Paul could make it happen
too. Like that's the thing. Like I wouldn't.
That's Byron's pick. Remember after the Clippers started.
Did he say that?
He was saying that Spurs is gonna ride him.
I mean, I could see that. That makes sense to me, and I could still see.
I had
Lakers
going all the way. No.
When?
I wish.
When? In the beginning of the year?
Years. No. Well, of course. Everybody in the offseason.
Man, that sucks. I feel like such an idiot. Like, I thought that they could go to the finals. Like, I really did. And then
everyone that didn't know shit, because they didn't know shit when they were saying this. They didn't know shit when they were saying this, but then when they were comparing it to the 2004 year when we had Peyton and Malone and shit, they didn't know shit when they were trying to compare, because it's totally different comparison.
Totally different.
But I bet they fucking feel like they have a feather in their cap now, because they're like, it's just like 2005. Well, actually, it's not as the same at all, because we actually went to the finals that year. First of all,
that's crazy.
Secondly, we went deep into the playoffs. Like, that
that's
shit was crazy. So it
we actually
doesn't
beat
compare
the Spurs.
even on that.
Spurs were good that year too.
Hell yeah, that shit's crazy.
That was a .4 shot. But
I want the Spurs to win, because at least that way it keeps it in the Lakers, Spurs, and all that shit. Imagine.
Dude, we wouldn't, even if we were healthy, I don't think we would have made the finals.
No.
It's like the squad is just not there, dude. And
That shit was not clicking.
Yeah, like, how did Nash just age so much in one season? He was
That's
still good last year.
Because as much as he was laying on the fucking on the floor and shit, like doing his back, like relaxation workouts or whatever he does, like in between when he gets off the floor, he still looked amazing when he was on there. Still looked like he was fucking when he was still on the Suns.
He was still balling
mentoring
last year.
Dragic and shit and all that shit. He was still balling last year.
Blake played better than him this year, and I'll give that motherfucker props.
Shout out
I
to
hated
Steve Blake.
him forever.
And you can watch,
dude.
if you already didn't know this, you can watch Steve Blake get into a fight with, I forgot who, some fool that, I don't know, I forgot his name, but he's not even in the NBA.
When was that?
It was when he was a Terp. Is that Maryland?
Oh,
you guys like that shit
crazy.
up? Like Steve Blake fight on YouTube.
Crazy.
Maryland. That's just, hey, I want him to fucking be like that on the court with us. Imagine, he played good though at the end of the season, but on top of that, that'd be tight if he had this extra feistiness and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was tight.
Dude, he played fucking good. I can't even complain about Blake.
Not at all.
He's playing man, this is horrible,
But
dude. Dwight, super let down. Like, I know he was coming back from injury. That's huge. But just seeing him play, like, I never saw him play as much as we did this year. Obviously, he's on our team, so we saw, like, watch him, like, every game. It's like, dude, I don't know if he's, he was overrated, dude.
Yo, for real, talk about fucking, what's that shit called? Herbert or Harvey's Law, whatever the fucking shit is called. When shit just gets, when it rains, it pours. Like,
everything that will go wrong
exactly.
anything that can go wrong.
Dog, that was the season though. Like, on top of being dissatisfied with Powell's play for the first fucking 3/4 of the season, dissatisfied with Dwight's play for the first half of the season, dude, we had retarded injuries. Like, not even trying to just be like, okay, you could say like everyone had injuries, and there was a point where I was still like, yeah, still though. But dude, it got fucking stupid. Like, we were not meant as much as like fucking if we were gonna like all click and
because
play
of the
together,
injuries, we
were just like
weren't
not meant to
anything.
fucking do shit this year. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's like, look at the Bulls though.
But then look at the Bulls. You're right.
Like, right away, that's just like the.
But they just didn't have Derrick Rose the whole season. Now, Lil Dang was in and out, I think, right?
Dude, like, yeah, all the time. And then Rip was always injured too, and Heinrich's always injured too.
Oh, Rip is fucking done with, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
where was? I don't know, man. But where the fuck was he?
wants to play.
Dude, I forgot he was even on the fucking team. I remember I was tweeting that shit though, but at the end, like, he was just there. Do you remember the last play when they got fucking eliminated? They were like passing the ball around, like they were all scared to shoot and shit. And I had just said, where the fuck is Rip this season? I tweeted that shit. By the way, you can catch us on Twitter real quick at Jalapeno Bros, at GLCB
Let
Show.
me ask you your opinion real quick. Sorry to interrupt our own
we on
promotion.
Twitter.
Sorry about that.
But on Twitter, I was
man.
like, damn, I can't believe they're all scared to fucking shoot the ball. That's just crazy.
broke the first law.
Yeah,
man.
and then I said, what the fuck is Rip? And then he actually tried to shoot, but it was like the most off balance, retarded shot at the end.
Let me ask you something real quick. What do you think about Derrick Rose, dude? Like, your opinion. I've never even asked you this off the air. Do you think that it was? Do you think that he was wrong to sit out the season, even though he was cleared to play?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say he's wrong, but imagine the next.
Okay,
It's hard to say he was wrong, but is it bitch made? Like, maybe.
Forget it. Oh, okay.
Like,
there
you
we
know
go.
what I mean? Like,
forget if it's wrong
like,
or right. What do you think about it?
You know, it's kind of like at the same. Okay, I've always been like, fucking, I'm not in the NBA and I don't have multi-billion-dollar contract or whatever, multi-million-dollar contract that I'm trying to protect, and I don't have no sponsorship deals that I'm trying to protect or whatever it is, and I'm not a professional athlete. When I played sports though, it's like I was hurt a bunch of times. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you play through that shit. And there's a difference between injured and hurt and all that shit. But not just me, seeing like stars on our teams and shit like fucking be actually injured and just do what they can to get back as fast as they can.
Yeah.
And do what they can once they're like fucking medically clear, like before they're medically clear, trying to get on the field. And I understand that's what the fucking physicians are there for. That's what the trainers are there for, to give them their final medical opinion. And yes, to be fucking devil's advocate, you could be like, oh, well, they're paid by the team, so they're just gonna fucking push them forward regardless without to no avail. But nah, man, I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe that happens here and there, but you know, I'm pretty sure that like he was cleared what for like a month and a half.
Yeah,
dude,
almost like 2 months.
Yeah, man, like I get it. I get the whole thing of like why he didn't come back once they're already like in the playoffs, like second round. By that team, I agreed. Like if you guys watch fucking like obviously, I'm sure you guys watched the analysts.
By that time, man.
By that time, excuse me. By that fucking time, just like everyone was saying like.
Are we talking about exactly?
Yeah, the Bulls. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but by that time, I was like, well, yeah, it's kind of pointless that he fucking starts to join now because they're not gonna beat the Heat first of all. Imagine like all of a sudden he's just gonna.
With Rose, you don't think they have?
If he just comes back out of nowhere for not playing the whole season, I don't know, man. I don't know if he could play like top game speed. However, since he was cleared, that's before the playoffs started. Even if he started playing in the first round, I would have been like, okay. But it's like second game, third game. Like by that time, it's like, why come back, dick? Like fucking for real now? I don't give a fuck. But if it was the beginning of the first round or before when he was medically cleared and there's still like a couple weeks to play or whatever, it's like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. I get the long-term thing. I do. But at the same time, it's your team, and Kobe would never let that happen.
Look, this is my opinions on it.
MJ would never let that happen. Shit.
He was cleared for a month and a half, so obviously the doctors are telling him you can play, right? Like they're not. These doctors are paid by the team. They're not gonna tell you can play if you can't play. You know, it's obviously mental now, right?
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't want to go out there because he feels like something bad could happen.
Well, like I'm saying, like that's the one little point though that I said about being devil's advocate is that they could push him be sooner, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if you want to come sooner, then that was on him. And then you'll be like, oh, if you're doing that, that's on you. That's a big risk.
No,
you know?
I'm saying the doctors would push him sooner and say that he's cleared to play.
Yeah, they wouldn't do
just
that.
because the organization is paying them, and the organization's like, we need our fucking asset.
Okay,
to
even
go
if
play.
that,
I don't think they did that.
Even if that happened,
But even if that happened,
a month and a half later,
exactly. That was my
you're
point.
probably better by then.
That was my point.
And you were saying that by the time it was the next round and they're playing the Heat, if he would have come back, you're like, why come back now? I kind of think about it opposite, dude. I kind of would have been like, better late than never.
Heart.
Like,